Warning: this episode of Comic Talk contains slightly darker themes than normal that some viewers may find upsetting. Viewer discretion is advised.
Raven. Being the Teen Titans' master of dark arts and resident badass, there's no surprise that she has so many fans, myself included. Created by legendary writer Marv Wolfman and making her debut in the new Teen Titans Issue 1, Raven is much more than just a sorceress. But to find out who she actually is, we have to go back to before she was even born. In the words of Raven's best friend Starfire, it all began in Gotham City. Angela Roth was a lonely teenager. She lived under the rule of her abusive father and uncaring mother. Upon reaching her late teens, she had enough. She fled from the oppressive household. Her family never filed a missing persons report or even looked for her. After days on the street, Angela was cold, hungry, but most of all, thirsty. One day, she came across a church. It stood like a beacon, and the doors were unlocked. Inside, she found a mysterious chalice full of water. Acting on impulse, she began to quench her thirst, but was interrupted by the inhabitants of the church, an ancient cult. It's no surprise that someone as lost and lonely as Angela would be susceptible to joining a cult. She was promised true love and a family, and one late night weeks later, she was called upon to receive them. Angela was given the task to love and bed the god of the cult. He was summoned before her, and she held the tall, handsome figure willingly. But when it was too late, he revealed his true self, not a god, but a devil. Angela had been tricked by the lord of all demons, Trigon. She fled the church, betrayed. Angela was low. Her life had been shattered, and she'd lost all hope. She stood at the edge of a building, hoping to escape, when suddenly she felt a kick inside her stomach. Though only weeks old, her unborn child was growing very fast, and its cry echoed through Angela's head. She sat alone, with no idea what to do, when one day she was found by the people of Azarath. She then lived happily ever after as a level 1 human Azarath. So the people of Azarath were spiritual beings who opposed Trigon and stood for tranquility. They took Angela back to Azarath, a dimension built on peace. There, they cared for her and helped her along her painful pregnancy. Months later, Raven was born. The people of Azarath knew of Raven's dark powers, so they raised her to feel no emotion. Anger, joy, fear, pain were all exploitable by her demon father. There was only one emotion she failed to stop: hatred. Hatred for her father, hatred for what he had done to her mother, and hatred at the fact that he was still out there. She lived out her childhood learning to use her demonic power and channel it into spiritual magic. Even as a child, she was able to cast spells far beyond most human mages. When Raven reached her teenage years, she discovered that Trigon was plotting to finally take Earth. Against the orders of her homeworld, she traveled to Earth to counter his attack. She attempted to gather all of Earth's heroes to help her, but Justice League member Zatanna sensed the evil inside her and deemed her untrustworthy. Luckily, some young heroes disobeyed their mentors and joined with Raven, all of them seeing something in her that the older heroes could not identify with. These heroes were Cyborg, a boy demonized for being half machine; Robin, a sidekick growing tired of his mentor's cold attitude; Kid Flash, a speedster who never turned down someone in need; Wonder Girl, a mimic tired of living in her role model's shadow; Starfire, an alien outsider trying to live among humans; and finally, Beast Boy, a shape-shifting loudmouth, stunned to silence at the sight of the Azarath messenger. With the help of those heroes, Raven was able to defeat Trigon and postpone his invasion. Worried that Trigon's return was inevitable, Raven decided to stay on Earth, and the heroes who joined her battle soon became her teammates when they formed the new Teen Titans. Living with the Titans allowed Raven to experience all the things that had been forbidden on Azarath: friendship, laughter, love, and betrayal. But that's a story for another time. Thanks for watching this episode of Comic Talk. If you're interested in another Titan's origin, I did an episode on Nightwing, aka Dick Grayson, aka Robin. Comment below if you'd like me to do another Teen Titan, and I'll get right to it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more comic book goodness. I'm Cameron Morris, and this was Comic Talk.